Bronya. This is the Business of Cake Making podcast. And as I've just stated, there's Bronya. Oh, she is Bronya.
We're doing so well.
We are.
So well, so early. And I forgot to tell you, we're on 171. Episode 171 today.
That's a good number. I like that number.
It is. Considering what we're talking about today, I've realised we are stickers at this.
Yeah, we are. And as well, I think it's very important to put what episode you are, because I kept trying to refer back to episodes and I couldn't find them because it didn't have a number on them. No. Anyway.
So, we've only recently started saying the episode number at the beginning, but we have always had it in our title.
Yeah.
We've always had it in the title.
That's because we're cool.
But yes. So we are talking we're talking today about podcasts.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. I've been on a real journey. I've listened to the most bizarre, crazy podcasts. To just like mind blowing that there is stuff out there that I would never have listened to before. We decided probably a little while ago that we were going to do a list of podcasts and then we've started to research it, and there are things that I do listen to. There are things on my list that I do listen to. Same.
Weekend, and I have done for years. Yeah, but then I think we've both gone. And what else is in the podcast world? Yeah. Oh my word!
Yeah. Isn't it? Like, it's like wearing a pair of slippers. You just get comfortable with what you're used to, and you just listen to those. But when you step outside your shoebox, literally,
there are stilettos, there are knee-high boots, there are all sorts of things.
There are those little pixie heels that are just ridiculous. Why would anyone wear those? But So we're talking about podcasts. So I've got a list. I don't know what your list looks like, but my list is some baking and business, baking and cake baking podcasts. Yeah. I've got some small business podcasts, and then I've got some absolute trash that I listen to. Yes. It's not trash. I'm not going to say it's trash. It's just not business related. Yeah, no, but I think that's good because I find that sometimes you just listen to a cake making podcast and you just listen, and then all of a sudden you go, I can't do this anymore, and you need a break from something else. And
also I think sometimes when you're baking, so I listen to podcasts when I'm baking. I also listen to them when I'm walking the dogs, if I walk the dogs on my own.
In the car.
Which tends to be when I
go to sleep
I don't do that. Yeah. But then I've got a husband led next to me, and maybe it'd be a bit wrong if I was into a murder mystery while he was.
Well, what you need to do is find somebody who will like to listen to murder mystery. I'm not saying you should swap your husband because he's amazing.
See, Jules and I, we do listen to podcasts together, and I will talk about that later. We do listen to podcasts together. Not as we're falling asleep, though. No, not as we're falling asleep. But I think sometimes when you're in the kitchen baking, you're already working. Yeah. So sometimes I get in the kitchen, I'm like, right, I'm on the mindset to learn something, to do something small businessy, and so I turn something like that on. And other times I'm like, I just want to listen to something that I can just turn off and get on with. Yeah.
It's like me watching Married at First Sight. It's an utterly mindless programme full of the craziest mindless
I couldn't watch it.
Marshmallow and vapious people. Is that how you say it? Vapor. Well, you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
But because it's so drivel, if you switch off mentally, it doesn't matter if you miss any of it because it's just the same the whole way through.
So I was doing some writing the other day. I was typing up a recipe the other day, and I put some music on, and I couldn't type because the music had words. I kept listening to the words. I'm like, shut up!
I have actually included my favourite album of the moment.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. So Jules is in bed dying, and I've just got a bit of goo at the back of my nose. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I suddenly go. Well, I will try my hardest not to sound ill.
I'm pleased it's you,
I'm not really ill. Yeah. Can't come through the screen. Right, so should we start with our baking business, cake baking related podcasts?
Yeah.
Right.
Can I just say, so I went in on and typed in business cake making podcasts.
Yeah.
And I just want to cluck a little bit. Ours was the one that came up, and it's like the business of cake making is an amazing podcast with Bronya and Sammy, and it's like
the top.
The AI overview, and it's us. It's us. I mean, that's crazy. Thank you, Bronya, because I would never have done this without you.
It's a bit nuts. It's a bit nuts.
Yeah.
I went onto Spotify and put in baking, cake making business.
Yeah.
A lot of cake stuff is not cake stuff.
No.
In any way, shape or form, which is very annoying. It's like someone's used the word cake, and it's like, just don't do that. Just keep to your lane. Keep to your thing. Very frustrating. But also a lot of cake making. We're kind of one of the last guys standing.
Yeah,
I've noticed.
Yeah, it was surprising. So I've written about it here. Where is it? My Baking Journey by Olba. They were
they haven't done anything for
massive.
ages.
December 2023 was their last podcast.
Yeah, I haven't done anything for ages. Obviously, Sugarcraft Junkies, we know they said goodbye on their podcast as such. They actually, but again, they started when we did. Yeah. They've stopped. The Brett, I can't remember what her second name is, the out of home baker.
Oh yeah,
who we had on. She lost control of her podcast somehow.
Did she?
So I don't know whether... so someone else was managing it for her and wouldn't let her back in. So I saw on her Instagram about 6 months ago... I know. I saw on her Instagram about 6 months ago, she said, I've got control of my podcast back. So I don't know whether she will come back.
Yeah.
But there are... this is what I got really frustrated by. Really, really frustrated by, that I would find a podcast... I'd really like it, I'd listen to it, and then I'd go, oh, that was from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And there's been nothing since.
Yeah.
And so on my list here, they're just, some of them are old.
Yeah. And things change. And even though you're thinking cake, it wouldn't, they do. Fashions change. They do. The conversation changes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think what it shows is actually podcasting is actually much harder work than people think.
Yeah,
people think it's going to be like, people think it's going to be, we're going to have a nice chat and we just go send, and it's not. It is more than that.
Yeah.
And I think like my baking journey, like with Olba, they've obviously got a lot of that, that was like a real side hustle in their business, and it was there for a purpose to build momentum. But their business, to be honest, I don't know how big Olba is now. I don't see, because I'm not in that part of it anymore. But they obviously outgrew theirs. But yeah, so whilst it was frustrating, it's understandable, but it was frustrating that there are a lot of podcasts that are like one season or a few episodes never to be returned to, which is sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, right, go on then. You go first.
Right, so this is one of my favourite podcasts. I love this lady because her voice is just so... I'd love to meet her. I think she sent us some... Because she was my product of the week, I think, a while ago. And I think she sent us a message on Instagram, but I can't see our Instagram messages. So this is Adventures in Cakeland, but with a K.
Yeah.
Kakeland. Her name is Yvonne, because I couldn't remember what it was before, but it's... Where have I written it? So her business is Cake with a K.
Yeah.
And Cupcakery. She's based in Birmingham. She's Yvonne, a.k.a. the Cake Lady, as we're all called the Cake Lady.
Yeah, the Cake Lady.
Chef. And her latest podcast, because I just think she does it monthly.
Right.
her latest podcast is Creating Without Burnout, My Fresh Start on Social Media. And she talks about GPT and AI and posting on social media. And she's created all this content, which you can actually go and buy and things like that. So I love her. I like to dip in and out of her podcast because she's just so lovely.
Yeah. And also, I think, another thing that I found was like a lot of cakey ones are from the US.
Yes.
So it's nice to find them when they're from the UK.
Yes, definitely. Yes, because as much as I love other countries, I don't like screechy.
I know what you mean. Sometimes it's because we're not used to listening to some things, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like some tones and some accents. We're not used to listening to it, so it kind of gets a little bit jarring sometimes.
I can't listen. I've noticed a lot of the podcasts I listen to, having done this adventure, they are calmer, quieter, more chilled, laid back. I can't.
The other voice I can't stand is the one that is always in the throat like that, and I'm like, just open your throat.
Yeah,
you know? Because I just feel pain. I feel like I'm in pain.
Yeah.
But so it's nice to find UK based because I think it's more relatable. When they're talking about things, you know who, where, what they're talking about. When they're talking about products, when they're talking about ingredients, it's much more relatable. And it's an accent and a voice and a tone that is quite relatable.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Saying that, my first one's American.
Yeah. Are you, because some of the ones on your list I had, and I thought, wow, just let you take it.
So my first one is, do you know, I don't actually even know her name, isn't that bad?
Is this The Business of Baking?
Baking for Business. Baking for Business.
Oh, I don't know, because I've got The Business of Baking with Chef Schomburg.
Oh, maybe that is it. Maybe I've written it down wrong then. Oh, for heaven's sake.
I think it's that one. With Chef Schomburg.
Business of Baking.
Or is it another one?
Baking for Business.
Oh, maybe I've written it wrong.
Oh, yeah, I've got Baking for Business. No. Oh, my research has gone very badly wrong all of a sudden, hasn't it?
Oh, no, this is my fault. I do apologise.
And now I can't how do I get to the front? More episodes. I need more episodes, don't I? Why can I not just podcasts? There we go. Look at that. Oh, I'm sorry, listeners. I am shocking. Right, there we go. You're right. Chef Amanda Schomburg. You are exactly right. Baking for Business podcast. She is also, I see her a lot on Instagram. She is a business coach. She has her own business. It is very American based, but what she does is she has a lot of guests.
Yes.
She interviews a lot of people, which is really nice because I do like a podcast with more than one person on it. Mm-hmm. I just do. Mm-hmm. I find them easier to listen to, podcasts with more than one people.
I don't mind. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me, actually.
I think some people can get away with it. Some people...
can't.
Yeah. But I think so, Amanda Schomburg, she...
Chef Schomburg. I thought she...
Yes. But it is ongoing. But it is an ongoing podcast. Sorry, I'm trying really hard not to die right now. So her last episode was episode 100, her last episode, which is on the 29th of October. So she is ongoing. I think it's like every other month by the look of it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think it's when she gets time. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. But she talks about baking. She talks about baking for business. And she has lots of guests. And it's good. Mm-hmm. Like it.
Yeah, I like it as well. Yeah. I like it. So this one is only on once a year.
Okay. Wow.
For about, I think it's 12 weeks. So it's called The Bakedown, and it reviews the latest episodes of Great British Bake Off. So I only discovered this year, and it's really chill. I love it. And I followed it, so it'll come up on my feed next year. For those who can't get enough of Bake Off, as they digest everything that's gone on in the tent. But it's really just nice the way they're doing it. It's not critical or...
it's very British.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but they had an American lady on it when I was listening to it.
Oh, okay.
So, I definitely 100% recommend it, even though it's only on once a year.
Yeah. But then the Bake Off's only on once a year, so you just get all consumed by it, don't you?
I haven't actually watched the final episode yet. I know who won, but I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. But so I have to go back and listen to that. I've got it sat waiting in my.
Yes.
I got sucked into Married at First Sight. I'm still watch that. Can I just go back to the Adventures in Cakeland?
Yes.
Okay, because we just did a podcast about Cake International.
Yeah.
She spoke about Cake International, and she said exactly the same as we did. Sorry.
I know, because I saw on Instagram, she put a post up on Instagram about the fact that she was doing Cake International. And I think the post on Instagram said that her views were more positive this year than last year. But even so... Yeah. Maybe we're going in with lower expectations now. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we've had our expectations.
I don't think so, because I think it's right across the board. But she was like, it needs a massive overhaul.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I hope they're listening. I hope they're listening to what people are saying, because if that's more than just us saying that, that's quite interesting. Yeah. Because her episode came out before ours as well, didn't it? I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it did.
I think her episode came out pretty quickly afterwards, whereas ours came out a couple of weeks afterwards. Yeah. So, Interesting. Right. So my next one. Now, this lady, she was podcasting regularly, like weekly, until she got to June, and then she stopped. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I would like to see it come back, because it's a really lovely podcast. It's called Slice of Success, Cake Business Talk by Savannah. It's British. She's a UK cake business coach. She talks about all the same things that we talk about, but obviously from her point of view and from her opinion. So her last episode was 3 social media mistakes cake makers don't know they're making. She's done things like My Favourite Cake Tools, the Bake Diary shut down, so she did all of that as well. Cake International conference, so going into Cake International as a competitor, that sort of thing. So she's got, I don't know how many episodes. Like you say, there's no episodes things, so she's got quite a few episodes. But she stopped in June, so I don't know what happened to her. I don't know whether she's coming back, whether it's just like a season, because a lot of people do seasons. They don't series. They don't do constantly like we do. So maybe she'll come back for a new series. When was her first one? January. So she might come back in January. She might be doing 6 months at a time. So, but really, really lovely. Then none of them are long. They're all like 10 to 20 minutes. So they're not long ones. But I think... value. There's lots of value in hers. Definitely.
I like that.
So that is Slice of Success by Cake Business Talk with Savannah.
So you need to keep going, because the ones you were choosing were the ones that I was choosing.
Okay. Right. Okay. So the next one that I chose, and this is very sporadic, like really, really sporadic. So I tried to find some podcasts that were baking related, not just business related. And whilst they're out there, some of them are really hard to listen to.
I so agree. And some of them I listened to were like for for children, but adult children. Oh my God, here we go. We got a cake here. And I just couldn't listen to it.
Yeah. Some of them are really hard to listen to. There was one that I listened to that was about bread baking, just struggled with it. There is another one that is two women, it's American, it's two women, and they pick a recipe and they both make it and then they talk about it, which I thought was quite a nice idea.
Oh yeah, I've listened to that one. Yeah.
I just found it sometimes quite difficult to listen to, but I thought it was a really lovely idea. I think doing a podcast purely on baking is quite hard because it's quite a visual thing.
Yeah.
You know, we can all sit and watch Mary Berry make a Victoria sandwich very happily, but to listen to Mary Berry make a Victoria sandwich, not quite as engaging. No. However, this lady, Rin Harris, Home Baking with Rin Harris, it wasn't dynamic. Okay, I'm not going to say it was dynamic, but it was really interesting because she goes through recipes that she's made. And she actually, I mean, it would be best if you actually could sit down and write it. I was walking through the woods at the time with the dogs, so listened to one about brownies, and I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. Oh, I'll have to come back. So she'll talk through the recipes that she's made. She'll talk through techniques that she's done and why things would be better. Now, she's just literally a home baker. She's nothing more than that. She says she's neurodivergent. I don't know in what way. Yeah, and she just talks about recipes that she does.
What's that one called?
It's called Home Baking with Rin Harris.
Yes.
And she's also got a Substack. So she's also got a newsletter on Substack. So I think one goes hand in hand with the other.
Yeah.
But she's quite mellow to listen to. So she's quite a
I like
chill
that.
voice. Yeah. But yeah, I do sometimes feel, but she just finds recipes and she talks about, she goes, what I've baked recently and this is what I did. And this is, so what I listened to the one on brownies, and she's like, well, this is one that I've revisited, but I've updated this recipe and I've done this instead. And it was just quite interesting, but I don't think you can be concentrating on something else when you're listening to it.
Okay.
So that's all my cake baking ones. Obviously there are ones that have got massive back catalogues, Sugarcraft Junkies, you know, Olba, they've got a massive back catalogue.
So the best business podcast to listen to is the Business of Cake Making.
Incredible, massive back catalogue. Early ones might be a bit ropey, but I don't know whether you can get that far back on Spotify, actually.
They're the ones that I didn't speak very much.
Do you have any other cake bakey ones?
No, I don't. But
so cake makers,
can I tell you some news?
Oh, go on. Oh, so
I've been asked to do a talk tomorrow up at Southampton University. Yeah, for the it's called Empowering It's the word I can't say.
Entrepreneurship.
Empowering Entrepreneurs: Stories, Success and Strength for the women in business community.
Done you?
I know.
Obviously, well deserved.
I know.
Obviously,
I'm a little bit scared.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I'm first on as well, and I have to be there on time. So
is that the one? Is that the thing you're worried about? No.
Yes.
Great, that's so funny. Not about actually speaking to a room full of people. No, just getting there on time.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
So,
Oh, well done. So, what are you going to say? Do you know what you're going to say yet?
No, because I'll sort that out this evening because I'll need to think about it. But
and then it'll be fresh in your mind.
Yeah, they want me to hang on 1 second. A 7 to 8 minute talk on introducing yourself.
TED talk?
Yeah, I guess. Who you are, your business, how you started, key challenges, lessons learned, advice for new students, and what entrepreneurship means to me.
Well done. I'm so proud of you.
I won't be using that word.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
The other word that I can't stand is solopreneur. Solopreneur.
Solopreneur. I can say that better than entrepreneur.
Oh well, you'll have to let us know how it goes on the next episode.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. So business podcasts.
Small business podcasts. Go on. Yeah. What you got?
Okay. So these are all new ones that I've just discovered.
Okay.
One of them I added this morning because I found it this morning. I was like, I really like this one. So the first one is Building Your Brand by Liz Mosley. She's a graphic designer, and she's talking for small business owners. She shares top tips to take out the fear of selling and building your brand. She's really chill, which is obviously a theme with me. She's got really interesting guests. One of the episodes I listened to was an American entrepreneur who's American. He's called Rich Webster.
Do you know what I actually did a whole Instagram reel about going things that give me the ick, people calling me an entrepreneur. It's just don't do it, just don't call me it, because then I don't have to say it. Sorry, yeah.
So I've listened to about four of her episodes, and I'm definitely going to listen to more because she was really uplifting. And this episode I listened to, this guy is really, he used to be a drug addict, and it's how he changed his life around, and he's like killing it now. Literally, he was such a nice guy. I really recommend that episode. So I definitely will be going back to this one, Building Your Brand by Liz Mosley. I recommend it.
There are a lot of very specific, I suppose, like us, business of cake making. There are very specific podcasts out there on small businesses, like marketing, digital marketing, brand, building community, things like that. So if that is something, there is a podcast for everyone. If you're doing something in your business that you want to learn more about, there will be a podcast out there for you. Yeah. And branding is, interesting.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah. So my first small business one is one that is a lady we've actually had on the podcast.
Oh, Alice.
The lovely Alice Benham, starting the conversation. She has got a huge back catalogue.
Yeah.
She used to have guests on. This year she's decided she wasn't going to have guests, so it's just her talking. And she talks about ways to strategize.
Strategize.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Strategize your business. So like recent episodes she's had of things like, these are 3 things that I do that I can work out because she talks about visions and goals and then strategy. So really interesting. Your goal is not the first point. Your vision is the first point. Yeah, so it's like how to work out what your vision is, and then how to work out what your goals are from that, and then how to work out your strategy. And she talks around that idea, and then she brings in her own experiences, which is really good because by bringing your own,
doesn't she? Yeah. And also as well, her email that comes out is always uplifting. It's like, this is what went wrong for me, this is what I've been doing, but this is what I'm aspiring to, this is what I'm heading for.
I think it's a really positive way of looking at things. It's like business isn't like one smooth line, and she's very successful incredibly successful. She did a post yesterday that she has just done a new launch. So she's launched her new program again, and she's made £100,000 for this new launch. And the post is about what scares me.
Yeah.
So it sounds like £100,000 for next year sounds amazing, but what is going on in my head about, and it's like the negative things going on in her head. And I think that's the bit that I can relate to, because we're all imposters.
And what's her podcast called? It's Starting the Conversation. Yeah.
Starting the Conversation.
She's just announced something, or she's done a podcast, which was a really good she was on one of the podcasts that I listened to from a big person, but I can't remember which one it was.
Oh, I don't know.
To find it. So yeah, she's banging at the moment.
She is banging. She's quite inspirational. Yeah. She's down to earth with it. You know, she's relatable.
Yeah,
that's what I like.
And she's so young as well.
I know, cow, and so pretty.
Yeah, but as we are,
of course. Yes, and she's just got engaged, and she's built a studio in the bottom of her garden, and she's just living the life.
She's very
She does something that we've started doing, which I think was such a wonderful idea. She has bottles of booze, like really nice champagne, wine, things like that. And she writes on them a goal. And then when she gets to that goal, they open the bottle.
I love that idea.
Isn't that great?
Oh my God.
So she had one of buying her own house.
Yeah.
So everything along the line. So like all her life goals, she's got a bottle of champagne waiting for her.
Wow.
That's just such a nice idea.
Yeah, I love Alice. We should get her on again, maybe.
We should try. Yeah. She's a busy lady, but hey.
She is.
Yes.
She might not want to come on a little tiny podcast like ours now.
But she's great. We love her. Yeah. We love you, Alice.
Yeah. So my next podcast is the Gold Digger podcast. This is American.
Right.
She's a lady called Jenna Kutcher, like Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, I think I've heard. Yeah. Oh, maybe that's where I've heard. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So she runs her business from home, and it sounds like she is killing it. She talks about marketing strategies. Again, quite a lot of them are about this, really, aren't they? About growing your audience, helping women get strategic, grow their brand, and what works and what doesn't. And it really helps you feel challenged and inspired by what she's talking about. I've dipped in and out of her podcast.
I like that when it's the challenge. Sometimes people get a bit comfortable, don't we?
Yeah.
And it's nice when someone tries to eke you out of that comfort, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I've actually, I kind of lost my mojo, I guess, this year. And I've been like, I've had all the excitement of the waffle van and everything, and then I've just gone and fallen flat. But listening to all of these podcasts has kind of like made me stick a rocket up my arse.
Yeah. Do you know what? They do, don't you? Don't they?
Yeah.
And you suddenly, if you find that podcast that is like, I can relate to this. I get this. This is, but sometimes I'd be like out walking, I'll be driving. I'm like, I need to be writing this down.
That's where you need to go into your app on your phone. Mine is take notes.
Yes.
So, yeah. I've got so many little pages and folders and things. Yeah.
Do you ever go back and look at them?
Yeah. Yeah. I use it because this has been a product of the week or a top tip of the week. I can't remember which.
Yeah.
I use it all the time.
Yeah. I use OneNote. I use Microsoft OneNote, which I think is very similar. Yeah.
And I really find it, because I forget a lot as a older lady.
Woman of a certain age.
Yeah. Woman of a certain age.
Woman of a certain age.
Yeah. I've got everything in there from Christmas lists to my daily schedule, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Everything, thoughts, a bit of a diary in there. So yeah. There you go.
Excellent. Right. So my next one is this. This is a new one to me. I've discovered this by researching this. By researching this episode. So the Small Business Britain podcast. So it's by the Small Business Britain organisation. There's actually an organisation called Small Business Britain. Did you know that? Because I didn't.
No. I'm going to go into my telephone now.
So it says, welcome to the Small Business Britain podcast. They're talking about running a small business in Britain. So they talk about the politics. They talk about, so their last one was all to do with the general election, and what that would bring and what policies would change and things like that. they talk about, so the one that I was listening to the other day was about funding and how we have been kind of brainwashed to think that debt is bad. And they were saying that actually some debt is good because you can get some loans and grants and things like that. So they're talking from a wider running a business. And now I know that we think, oh, we're just running a little cake bakery at home and it's just but you're not, you're running a business and you have to be seen as a business person and you have to have that mindset that you are a business person. And this is really good. They also talk a lot about women and how, because there was a survey recently and how only about 30% of small businesses are owned by women and how that needs to be changed and how that needs to be brought on. So it's quite interesting. It's like on a bigger, not global scale, but how small business, how businesses fit into the British economy and what we can do and what the British economy has to help us.
Mm-hmm. This is very interesting. I've just followed it because I think I'll listen to that later.
And it's two women, again, chatting as well.
What was it? Because in my head, it was two men.
No, it's two women chatting.
That's random.
If you go on so they have a website, Small Business Britain website, and they have a team, and they have a big team on it. So I don't know whether they all do it as like a side hustle or something. And I would say out of their team, 70% are women.
That's good.
So yeah, which is good. But yeah, interesting. It's a good podcast. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. 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 So this is the one I discovered this morning. Okay. So I apologise if I'm not in depth about it, but this is called Working Hard with Grace Beverley. You haven't got that on your list, have you?
No.
Okay. No. So she's English. She's got a plum in her mouth. She speaks very well. And
I don't mind that though. You can understand it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's an entrepreneur.
Can we find a new word?
Yeah, she's banging. Okay,
great.
So she breaks away from the conventional and immerses you on a journey of people from all walks of life. So there were like a baker, say, or a plumber, or a sex worker. So she's covering.
Excellent.
Like she's like, you do a job, you're earning money.
Amazing.
It's a job. So I thought that was good. So no conversation is off limits with her guests. She talks about life lessons that they have learned, which is, I think, really important when you're giving advice or anything. You can say, well, I did this.
Yeah.
It worked. It didn't work. Or, this is what I learned.
Also, it's nice to hear that other people are having the same struggles.
Yeah, I know.
Even if it's a completely unrelated, it's a completely unrelated business.
Yeah, I really think
you feel that too.
Good. Yeah,
yeah,
because it makes you more relatable as well. Because when you see people on Instagram and they're all like, "Oh, look at this! It's amazing!" It's like, wow, what's behind the camera? What's going on behind there? You just don't know.
Yes, show me the shit in the background.
Yeah. Show me the tiny hole that you're working in to take a photo of your cake, whereas the huge mess behind you.
Can I just say on my Instagram, I've done quite a few speaking to camera things recently. I don't know if anyone's noticed that I'm really crouched over because my worktops in my kitchen out here are really low because they have stainless steel works. Yeah, they're really low. Yeah. So when I talk to camera, I have to lean right over to be able to be like, this is the stuff on my plate now. Yeah, watch out for that. I never stand up straight. And also, actually, someone else that I've noticed is, Kendra Groves.
Yeah.
Wild Child Cakes. When we met her, she's really tall, isn't she?
She is.
I've noticed she does a lot of hers kneeling down on her work surface, and I'm like, I get it now. How tall is she?
Oh my god, I should have spoken about her. Oh, she doesn't do a podcast. We're talking about
no, she doesn't do a podcast.
But, my god,
she doesn't do a podcast.
Her videos, she is on such a food journey. It's like, oh my god, where is she now? What is she eating now? So
what is she eating today?
Yeah. So going back to Working Hard with Grace Beverley.
What's it called? Working Hard with Grace Beverley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just writing that down.
So I discovered this one this morning. So I was literally, I want to listen to this. I've got to talk about this one. And she gives advice on, her guests might give advice on health, well-being, social issues, and being frank about the things that didn't work, which
Yeah, we all love that.
Yeah.
We all love hearing about the things that didn't work.
Yeah.
So did you say she's a business owner herself?
Yeah, I think she's an entrepreneur. Hang on, let me go in because I'll do the about bit.
The boss bitch.
Yeah. What's it called? Working hard. And now I can't find it. I hate it when we do this. Working hard.
171 episodes and we're still no closer to being professional about this.
Working hard with Beverly about she's an entrepreneur. Grace Beverly breaks away from the conventional business podcast theoretic, immersing us in the extraordinary journeys of people from all walks of life who have achieved remarkable success in unique fields. From housing campaigners to investors and sex experts, no avenue is off limits. Each conversation brings new lessons and stories that will inspire you. I love that word. Inspire you. To consider what
it's
success
much better
really
word than entrepreneur.
Yeah. An inspirer. So yeah, I recommend that. And it looks like, hang on, how long's she been going? She's got quite a few episodes.
Excellent.
Well, she's on, oh, bloody hell. Episodes, sorry. I swore. Fuck.
Bloody hell, I was thinking, that's all right. I don't need to write explicit for bloody hell. Now it's all gone.
Oh, she did have the episodes and now she hasn't. So no. Lots. She's a lots of episodes person.
Excellent. Yeah. Right, this one, again, this is fairly recent for me. So remember Business Proposal?
Yes.
How we all loved Ellie and Rachel on the Business Proposal.
Yeah, loved it.
And I've kind of been missing the Business Proposal.
I'm missing them.
Yeah. So Rachel has her own podcast now, but it's all about launches and things like that. So, which I would recommend if you are going to launch a course or launch something. She's but anyway, so this one, I think it's of the same vein and the same group of business owners. So it is the Small Business Podcast, not to be confused with Small Business Britain. This is the Small Business Podcast with, now I can't pronounce her name, Claire Coronel Desi. Oh, I could be wrong. I'm sorry. Claire. So she is, she's got quite a few episodes. Her most recent one is 1st of November. So I think she took a break from April to November, but she came back. But she's been having people on like Ellie Kine. So like Ellie from the Business Proposal. Yeah. Having people like that. So small business owners. And she's been talking about their why. Now, I don't know whether it's like a mini series that she's done or whether there's going to be more coming out. But there's not loads of series, but it's really interesting to listen. Actually, looking, they all seem to be women that she's spoken to. But yeah, talking about their journeys, their why are they in it, like their internal why, their external why. And it's just really interesting.
I like that.
So it's yeah. And again, I've only listened to probably about 3 episodes so far. And there's not masses of episodes. They're all about half an hour long. But I've enjoyed what I've listened to so far.
Sorry, I've just written that down because I think that's when I do my talk tomorrow. I think that's a good way to thing to talk about is why I'm in it as a part of.
Yeah, and your intern
I'm Sammy and I'm blah, 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 blah.
But she talks. What I thought was quite interesting is she talks about your internal why. So why do you do it, and then your external why, as into
what everybody sees.
How are you helping people? What are you, so what are you doing it for yourself, and what are you doing for other people?
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which I think is quite interesting.
What's that one called again? The Small
That is called
Business
The
Podcast.
Small Business Podcast by Claire, I can't pronounce her surname, Corinna Blessy. Corinna Blessy.
There's not enough hours in the day sometimes to listen to everything. And then you think, which one was it I was going to listen to? That's why I've been following them as we've been going along to remind myself. So that was all my business ones.
Okay. I mean, there are, like I say, there are lots out there, aren't there? If you...
Oh my God, there are so many. If you type in small business or woman's business podcast or
if you want to talk about
women, so there are men out there, but
there are. But also, if you like, Rachel Waring is doing one about launching products, so she's got a whole podcast about launching. There's another lady called Vix Meldrew, and she has a membership, and hers is about getting enough volume to have a membership. So there's really specific niche podcasts. Yeah. If you are doing something very niche, you will find a podcast about it.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
I can't tell you that they're all going to be great.
No.
Just because it's out there doesn't mean to say it's good information. You know what I mean?
You could listen to some drivel and think, why am I? And you put it on and you think, oh, this sounds good. You get in your car, you set it all off, and, you're ready. Spotify's playing and you start driving and you're stuck with it because you can't change it while you're driving. That has happened to me quite a few times.
Do you also, the other thing that if I'm going on a long journey, so like we went to Birmingham the other day, I have to like queue them all up. So I haven't worked out how to do that. So you go onto the episode and then you click the three little buttons and it goes add to queue, so you can queue up. But as soon as you come out of the app, like close, not just come out of it, but close the app down, your queue's gone.
Yeah.
So you have to do it at the time, I found. So you can queue them all up, so then you can have a variety. So you're not like
such a good idea.
Yeah. So you're not halfway down the motorway going, oh, what do I listen to now?
Yeah. Oh, you have to. I like just listen to the same podcast for the entire day. Yeah.
Or I do find a series. I do like to listen to a series.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I've been doing that as well. Yeah. Or I've been really, at the moment, I'm on a music thing, so I've been listening to a lot of albums, like the whole album, because quite often you don't listen to albums anymore, you just play it and Spotify chooses it for you, I've been choosing albums. Some of them I've listened to, and other ones I've been like, wow, this is amazing. Taylor Swift's latest album, I'm sorry, I haven't listened to it, 3/4 of it.
I haven't listened. I'm sorry, Swifties, haven't listened.
Yeah, I've got a twitch in my eye. It just won't stop.
I've got one in my eye, and I think it's something to do with my tooth.
Yeah.
I have completely off topic. I have a filling that seems to be breaking down. Oh. So I've kind of got increasingly a big hole forming in my tooth. And my eye's been twitching ever since. Also, I grind my teeth really badly at night.
I've got a mouth guard. I'm terrible. I never wear it. It makes me want to throw up.
Is it a woman of a certain age? Because I never used to grind my teeth.
I think I've always ground my teeth, but now my teeth are old. They're just like, no more, please stop. Don't. Right.
So we're going to talk about non-baking ones. Now, I listen, so Jules and I listen to a lot of podcasts, and these are the ones that last night I'm like, oh, maybe I should add that, and oh, maybe I should add that. So me and Jules listen to a lot of podcasts when we're in the car together. So if we're going on holiday, like going to Scotland, we'll line up some podcasts to listen to. So that's quite nice. It's like watching your favourite TV show while you're driving, that sort of thing. Yeah. But these are my personal ones, not ones that I listen to with anyone else. These are my private personal podcasts.
Oh, so I've got a mix. I've got a mix. Okay, so this whole adventure that I've been on with my podcast has made me laugh so much because so I've got 3 of my favourite ones. I've got one that I'm like, I've listened to and I would never have listened to it before, and there's another one I haven't put down. So there's one called Pillow Talk, which is a sex therapist.
Oh,
So I was like, I'm going to listen to this. It was actually really interesting. So I'm going to put that one out there if you need, any pillow talk, go down there. And another one I listened to, which I would never have listened to, it just came up, called Dating Intentionally. And it's by Talia Karen.
When they say intentionally, is like you've got a goal or something? Or
well, this lady went on 150-ish dates with over 60 people in under a year. So that's what caught my attention. I'm like, how could you do so?
Where did you find the time?
Yeah, how are you going to meet someone? Just dating all of these people. She actually has met and married her husband by doing this. And her first date
So she obviously remembered him. So he must have stood out from the crowd, obviously.
So she had her first date with him was on a WhatsApp call, video call. And then they met after that. I mean, is this how it works nowadays?
Yeah.
So
that's mad.
But it's honest, thoughtful advice to help you get what you're after in your dating life with practical strategies. So it was just really interesting because obviously I haven't dated and I was interested. So, there you go. So that was
what was that called?
Dating Intentionally. It's actually, and it's not shouty. It's very calm. I liked it.
Okay.
So I dipped my toes in there. So I don't know that I'll listen to it anymore, but I quite enjoyed it.
You've listened to it.
Yeah.
So one that I started listening to, I started doing the gardening the other day actually, and I'm like, I've got to put this in. Is Memory Lane with Kerry Godliman and Jen Brister.
Mm-hmm.
So Kerry Godliman they're both comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Women of a certain age, which is just hysterical. Kerry Godliman, she is the one, she's been in a lot of Ricky Gervais things. In Afterlife, she was the wife that died.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Kerry Godliman. And then Jen Brister is like a stand-up comedian. And they do this podcast where they start off and they're nattering, and then they get another comedian or someone on and they look at photos, like old photos, and they talk about their old photos. Well, the first one that I listened to, they didn't have a guest. Their guest didn't turn up and they didn't have a guest. So they spent the entire episode talking about farting. Oh my God. And I think it's because they're so relatable, because they're our age, they're women, and also they're kind of running their own businesses by being them. Do you know what I mean? By being comedians, they're running their own businesses. Absolutely.
What's that one called?
It's called Memory Lane. And it's Kerry Godliman and Jen Brister. Yeah. And as soon as you hear Jen Brister's voice, you'll know who it is.
Yeah.
So funny. So funny.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about farting, and they were talking about, the different personalities of farts. And I'm like, I get this. It's really funny.
I rate Joe's farts. Okay. Oh, you get a 2 out of 10 for that one. Or that's a 10 out of 10 or an 11 out of 10.
Oh, they were talking about growlers.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a bit of a growler.
I'm going to add that to my repertoire for him.
Oh, yes. So if you want some light entertainment, Memory Lane is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So so my next podcast is a new one to me.
Huh?
So I love a murder podcast, as you do.
I love a true crime podcast.
Someone very lovely has recommended a different podcast for me, which is called Uncanny, and it's got Danny Robbins. It's Danny Robbins does it.
That's the one on the list that me and Jules listens to.
Yeah,
me and Jules listen to Uncanny.
Yeah. Well, I've only
car.
just discovered it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's loads.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've gone back to the beginning and I'm working my way through. And I love the way he goes back to he'll do an event and then he'll go back because other people have written in, and he's
also done series. So he's done series that are like a bit of documentary, a bit of like a play. So he did the Enfield Poltergeist. And I think he had, oh God, what's his name? The one that was in the Post Office drama recently on ITV.
Oh, I know. Yeah. That chap.
Yeah, and it was also in the Detectorists.
Yeah.
He had him on it. It's brilliant. He's so he did the Enfield Poltergeist. He did another one which was so he's done like little mini series as well.
Yeah.
And he's had a TV programme about it too.
And my friend Cara just went and saw him at the Royal Albert Hall. I'm sure it was the Royal Albert Hall, where he did a whole thing there up in London. So for everybody who's listening, Danny Robbins investigates real life stories of paranormal. What the hell does that? Oh, paranormal encounters. Sorry, I couldn't read my writing. It looks like entremets. Paranormal. What was the word? Encounters. From ghostly phantoms to UFOs. Are you a team believer or a team skeptic? But I like the way that he's doing it from both angles. He's got an expert who's like a, because he's
a skeptic himself, but I think he's probably a bit where Araby is. Like,
I think he's a bit in the middle, isn't he? That's how I kind of think. I don't believe it, but I think there's something more. I don't necessarily believe that there are ghosts, but I believe there's something more than just us, and I think that's kind of where he is. The only thing that we do laugh about is Evelyn Hollow, who is his believer expert. Yeah.
Because just her name, that can't be her real name, Evelyn Hollow. And she has a very, 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 very low voice. And it's just like, she fits this bill because she's created herself, I think. But we do have a chuckle about that.
Yeah. I'm going to be listening out for her now.
Yeah, she's very, I mean, she's very serious and she's very believable. And she obviously completely, she's really good. But it's just the name, Evelyn Hollow. Something from an old dusty ghost story, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's true ghost story.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm really enjoying it. Though I will say, I clean for this big house every other week. And it's a very old house. And I'm cleaning away and I came out of the bathroom and I thought, oh, the Hoover's been put together as if I didn't leave it like that. I was like, oh, it's been moved. So I'm listening to Uncanny and I got like don't be stupid, for goodness sake.
Yeah. So
then I'm on my hands and knees cleaning the bathroom floor, and as I came out of the door, I went, oh my God, there's someone behind me. And on the banister was a coat with a fur hood. So I spooked myself and I had to turn it off.
I don't think, when we lived in Kingsholborn, our 500-year-old cottage, I don't think I could have lived it. I could have watched it living there.
Oh my God, no.
I remember actually when we lived there, we had my niece and her friends over. They were doing work experience at the shop.
Yeah.
And so we had a 500-year-old thatched cottage that had a well, right? A proper well. And I remember watching The Ring. Those girls, they went, yeah, we'll watch The Ring. I don't think they slept that night. I really don't think. So and I understand. So a lot of these,
it's not scary.
No,
I haven't been scared apart from when I was listening to it in a very old cottage.
But I do think that a lot of things. But because you've related, because that's your experience, sometimes you think, oh, maybe that's just what they're doing then. Maybe it's not actually a ghost.
Yeah,
but. I love Uncanny, and it's it's one that we save up and listen to when we go on holiday.
Yeah, there you go.
Love it. I am going to talk about. I listen to it all the time. It's weekly, and they've done quite a few other little mini series. Red Handed, my true crime podcast that I listen to. It is a little bit millennial.
Yes.
They do psychoanalyze things a little bit, which is annoying, but the actual cases they cover are fascinating. Some of the cases they cover are absolutely fascinating. And it's a true crime podcast. What was the one that I was listening to the other day? Let me just double check, because I listen to it every week. If you go onto Amazon Music, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can get it a week ahead and without adverts. Dalia Dipolita, who had, sorry, I'm going to tell you, she arranged to have her husband killed, but the police found out about it, and there was a true crime, like they were following a police force, and they decided to set her up, so pretend that I know this story, pretend that the murder had happened, and they filmed it all, and she was like, oh my god, he's dead, but actually he was sat in the next room because they pretended that he was dead. So some of the things they cover are really interesting. They also have done a couple of mini series. One is called Filthy Rich, which is about someone that pretended to be really, really rich but actually lived in squalor and then scammed everyone. And another one, which is quite recent, is called Flesh and Code, which I think was quite scary because it was about AI. It was about how, I listened to this on the way up to Birmingham, actually, about how you could have an AI friend in your phone. Yeah. And then because in Italy, it all became a bit too sexual and a bit too S and BD anyway. Yeah. And it all became, and then kids were getting onto it. So they shut it down in Italy. But what they were saying is the fact that it was, it's an AI bot in your phone, and you tell them everything. Yeah. And you tell them your emotions and your political leanings and all this. And it was being run by a Russian woman. Oh, wow. And it's like, and it's how this can be influenced and it was really interesting. So that was Flesh and Code, Filthy Rich, and Red Handed. They're all like one package for me, and I love it. But I can't take too much of the girls because they do get a little bit like, stop with the psychoanalysis.
I have listened to this one, but I find them slightly irritating.
Yeah, they are. It's like
I do listen to it. It's on my list of ones that I listen to.
It's the cases they cover that I find quite interesting. Yeah.
Well, my next one. So I went around Europe, and I'm a bit trusting of people. I'm like, oh yeah, you're a hitchhiker. Yeah, I'll give you a lift. I don't know who you are. I'm like that, and I don't sense danger sometimes. I'm a bit donut.
Is it our age?
No, I just think I'm a donut. Oh. So I thought I'm going to listen to a podcast about murders so that I'm clued up on what to look out for to trust your gut, because I never trust my gut. Oh, they've got a knife in their hand. Oh, that's all right. They're not going to stab me. So I listened to My Favourite Murder with Karen and Georgia. They're American. It's a true crime comedy podcast. So they are jokey sometimes. Yeah. And they share compelling true crime stories, a bit like the Red Handed Gang. Yeah. But American, but they cover all stories around the world. And they also have once a week, I think it's once a week, they have hometown stories where listeners send in their stories of they were at a murder and they didn't realise. So when the newspaper was released, they were in the crime photo and things like that. Right. Like funny stories and everything. And I love it. My Favourite Murder. It's like the theme tune. Yeah, I've listened to it right from the very beginning. Right. And I think it's been going since like 2017 or something like that. It's been going for a long time. Yeah. And it's definitely clued me up to make me think, listen to your internal voice saying, hey, that's not safe. Whereas I wouldn't have before. I used to leave my front door unlocked. I never locked my car. No, I'd be like, I'll be all right, And I really recommend that one. I love this one.
So there is a bit of a theme here because my next one is another crime one. It's from the BBC. So if you go to BBC Sounds has got loads of really, really good podcasts. Love BBC Sounds. And they don't have adverts, which I really like. So this is Crime Next Door. So they do lots of mini-series of probably, I think it's about 10.
Yeah, because I listened to the Stalker one recently, and that was
have lots of, So what got me into listening to this was they did the Salisbury poisonings.
Yes.
And that was really close to home because at the time we were living in Kingston-on-Bourne. Salisbury was one of our local towns that we would go to regularly. We were in Salisbury the day of the first poisonings.
Oh, wow.
And then we kept going back because no one would go to Salisbury, they kept offering free parking. And we were like, okay, free parking, we're there. But we were there the day of the first one. So I remember it really well. I remember because you remember the Beast from the East where we had all that really heavy snow?
Yeah.
It was then, and you couldn't get any milk. No one had milk because they couldn't get the milk tankers out because of the snow. So we were wandering around Salisbury looking for milk. I remember it so well. So that's what got me listening to Crime Next Door. So they have lots and lots of mini-series. I listened to the one, was it the Golden Toilet? The Golden Toilet. I listened to the Golden Toilet. Millions of pounds toilet was stolen from Blenheim Palace. And it's on BBC, so you can listen to, that's like a journey one. You can listen to the whole thing on a journey. You can binge listen when you're on a journey. And it has no adverts because it's on BBC. Loving BBC. People bash the BBC.
No, I think it's good.
BBC do stuff like this.
EastEnders.
It's not just about EastEnders. But people...
I love EastEnders.
But you know what I mean? But they do so much more. They do. We've just watched, sorry, completely off topic, but it's not a podcast, but we've just watched Riot Women. Have you watched it?
Oh, it's fantastic, phenomenal. I love it.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And I think only the BBC could do that.
Yeah.
In the way they did.
Yeah.
Beautifully written, really wonderfully written. There was we watched the last one yesterday, and there was a bit where they came out of the magistrate's court, and the guy went, "Should we go for a cup of tea?" And I'm like, only that would happen in the UK.
It was very relatable, wasn't it?
So relatable.
Yeah. And every character, I'm like, oh, I'm a bit like that. I'm a bit like that. Yeah.
And I think what was incredible was that it's because maybe it is that we are of a similar age. It's like they're worrying about their children and they're worrying about their parents.
Yeah.
They're in the middle of that spot of oh, my kid's actually being a complete dick because they've just found their own lives, and actually I'm going to have to go and visit my mum in the care home now.
Yeah.
And I thought it was beautifully written, wonderful. Go and watch Riot Women. But Crime Next Door, BBC. Yeah. There's so many on the BBC, so many.
So my last one. This is my last podcast.
It's not, because I bet you have a million others, because I do. But go on.
So this is called. It's not a murder one. Oh! I thought I'm only going to put two spooky and murdery ones on, because otherwise you could be there for days. Yeah, there's so many I listen to. You could listen to Katie and I've forgotten their names now. Round the campfire, get your marshmallows out, ready for your crime story. Anyway, this is my last one. It's called Smush or Smosh. I think it's Smosh. The kids say it's Smosh, and they read Reddit stories. This is hilarious. Sometimes I just can't stop laughing. So they take tales from Reddit. So I don't know if you've ever heard of Am I the Arsehole, where someone has gone onto Reddit and there's a section called Am I the Arsehole? And
I've seen Facebook posts with it. So I think yeah.
So someone's written in, say it's giving a story of something that's happened to them, and gone, am I the arsehole? Is this, should I have done this? Yeah. And then you've got all the comments afterwards of, oh my God, yeah, you're the arsehole, or you're not the arsehole. And some of the stories are just hilarious. You have to go in and listen to it, because you're like, what? Like, one guy wanted to charge his housemate's extra rent for him upkeeping his flowers in the flat because they were breathing the oxygen. Was he that his plants are producing? Was he the arsehole?
Yes.
Yeah. It's hilarious. And then they have guests as well. So it's the same guy that does it every week. And they have commentary, and they analyse the story and what they think. And I just love it. And it's really uplifting. Smush reads Reddit stories. It's literally Smosh reads Reddit stories, and they have a new episode every Saturday. And I've got 2 episodes to listen to because I've been listening to other podcasts.
It's exciting when you go, oh, it's a Thursday. My podcast is on today.
Yeah. So I really recommend it. And the last thing I'm going to recommend is an album. Right. I've listened to Cardi B, I've listened to Dave, Taylor Swift. That's this month's, plus other ones. But the one I love, surprisingly, is West End Girl by Lily Allen. It is an epic listen to. She was married to the guy from Stranger Things, and
weren't they in an abusive relationship?
They had an open relationship, though I think it was more open on his end. And so I think she's taken elements of her story, though it just sounds like it's the whole story. And she's done it from, like, she finds out that he phones her up and he says, I want to, I've met someone, I'm going to have sex with them. And it's like the whole story of her finding out what the text message is, how she feels.
Right.
Brilliant. She's now got her tour is sold out. And she's released new dates. They're sold out as well. I'd love to go and see it. I've listened to it about 5 times. And it's on the radio the whole time. It's really good. So I recommend it.
I will listen. I will have a listen.
Yeah.
I used to Lily Allen back in the day. I used to like her stuff.
I saw her loads of times.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
So, yeah.
Nice. There's been a thing on BBC Two recently about girl bands. Mm-hmm. And that's quite interesting. It's quite interesting to listen to their experiences and how they've come through the ranks. And I imagine that Lily Allen's experiences are probably quite unusual and different.
I've read her autobiography as well, actually, and that was very good.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I imagine she's had quite an interesting upbringing because although she was the child of a
Keith Allen.
famous actor, he wasn't. Keith Allen, he wasn't really instrumental in her success, was he?
No.
But I think people think it's like a lot of nepotism, but I don't. Yeah. It wasn't really nepotism.
She's got a podcast, actually. I'm pretty sure she has.
Everyone's got a podcast.
Oh, and another podcast I listen to, which I haven't included.
We could just go on forever, couldn't we?
Yeah, it's Zoe Ball and Joe Wiley as well, which is two older ladies. Yeah,
again, very relatable.
But I really enjoyed that as well.
Yeah, they're all very relatable. I love all that. I love that.
One other that I don't want to talk about anymore.
Well, there's just one that I do want to talk about that Jules and I listen to in the car, which is Russell Kane's Evil Genius. Just listen, it's hysterical.
Listened to that before,
so funny.
Yeah.
So fun. And he's just started doing a new one, Evil Genius Animals. Is a cat evil or genius?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, right, okay.
Goodness. All right.
So I thoroughly enjoyed that. I've got a whole new list of podcasts to listen to.
Yeah.
I think podcasts it's like listening to the radio but structured. It's not. It's
because I listen to a lot of radio as well. I do all the stations. I'll flip throughout the day. I'll start with Radio 1, Radio 2.
I won't listen to Radio 1. I'm too old for that now, I think.
I'm older than you, darling.
I know, but I just feel maybe I'm older in my bones. I don't know. Yeah. Radio 6 we listen to a lot.
Yes.
Radio 6 on a Sunday, Iggy Pop.
Oh, I love him.
Oh, Iggy Pop, and he's just there in his apartment in New York, just talking to himself.
He's had
wonderful,
a very interesting life as well.
Very interesting. And he can go from playing like I don't know, a bit of swing to like death metal.
Yeah,
in a flash.
Yeah. Yeah.
So so we listen to a lot of Radio 6, and I listen to Radio 4 in the morning just to get me news and get angry. Start the day angry.
Yeah. I love a bit of The Archers.
I love The Archers. I used to listen to The Archers. It was on the way home from
the shop.
Yeah. And I got because it was like the same time. I'm really into The Archers. And the other thing that I used to listen to on the way home from the shop on a Saturday, the shipping forecast. Really miss it.
Yes.
Never knew where everything was, but it was quite interesting anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, but yes, love a podcast. Love a podcast.
Okay.
So I've got a whole list now. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Well, it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful today.
And as always. I really enjoyed this one. Yeah. Oh my God, what a journey. Yeah.
And I hope our listeners go on the same journey that we have as well. But every so often, just put your Spotify and shuffle. See what comes up.
Yeah. Yeah, because you just don't know what you're going to hear.
You really don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, look forward to it.
Have a lovely fortnight.
Yeah, and next time it will be nearly Christmas. Bye, 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 bye.